Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about Givenchy Irresistible. I am going to go through all three flankers as well as a full review of the newest one, Irresistible Eau Fraiche. So if you are curious about the whole range or you want to know all about the new flanker, then please keep on watching. But before we start, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Noura and on this channel I mostly talk about fragrances. So if you are a fragrance lover, then please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you'll get notified when I upload any new video. I do a lot of top 10 lists, comparisons, reviews of new releases. So definitely hit that notification bell. I will also love it if you go and follow me on Instagram where I post some exclusive content that I don't do here on YouTube. And without further ado, let's start. I am going to do this video in order of a year of release. So if you want to know only about the new release, then skip ahead this part. The Givenchy Irresistible range is all about rose iris with a musky woody base. These are the predominant notes that are present in all three flankers. And overall, they are all girly, uplifting, fun, happy fragrances, perfect for springtime. The original one came out in 2020. It's an eau de parfum. And that one is a sweet rose. They are all sweet rose fragrances. It's a sweet rose with a juicy pear note. There's also iris and it has musk and cedar in the base. And it's a beautiful fragrance. When I first smelled this fragrance, I fell in love with it. It was locked down, it was 2020, and I received a sample and I fell in love with it. I ordered it and it will forever be associated with the first time that I could go out in the park. Because I received the package while I was going out. It was the first time that I could enjoy the park beside us. As I said, we were in lockdown, so they were starting to open up and I went with the package to the park. So it will forever be associated with that memory. And it's a happy fragrance, not because of the memory. It is a happy, fun, uplifting. If you have watched the commercial of this fragrance, the vibe that girl in the commercial gives is exactly how this fragrance smells. So I think they did a great job with the commercial actually. However, I wouldn't consider it like a fragrance that is targeted only to younger generations. You can wear this fragrance at any age. It still has this girly, fun, uplifting quality to it, but not like a teenager fragrance. It has an amazing lasting power. It has moderate to strong projection and longevity. I mean, when it comes to performance, this fragrance is amazing. However, if you are an old subscriber, you will know that I actually decluttered this fragrance. But since I decluttered it, I kept on thinking about it. I mainly decluttered it because it was too sweet for me. And now it's back in my collection because I really like it. Is it a sweet fragrance? Yes, but it's not overly sweet. And it's perfect for now, for like beginning springtime. You can also wear it in summer. I personally am a person that can't wear any sweet fragrances at all during summer. This is just me, it's a personal thing, but this fragrance is definitely a spring-summer fragrance. So last year they came out with the Eau de Toilette, as expected. And the first impression of that one I did not like very much. It was mainly the original DNA of the Eau de Parfum. Of course, fresher, it's an Eau de Toilette. And mainly they replaced the pear with cassis. And they toned down the iris and amped up the musk. It's not a bad fragrance in any way, shape or form. It's just, I don't know, I found it an unnecessary release. It was very generic. Again, girl, fun, uplifting fragrance, but it doesn't stand out. So that was mainly the reason why I did not buy it. I did not like it. And I didn't like it also because it was sweet. However, that was a first impression. When I tested this fragrance, the sweetness does tone down and the dry down, and you get more of a musky fragrance. So it's again fruity floral, yes, but there is a lot of musk. The musk is really amped up here. The other two flankers are a very sweet rose, and I can't say, and although they have musk, I can't categorize them as a musky rose. This one, it's not so musky like the Idol line, but it has a hefty dose of musk, if you know what I mean. And as expected, it's an eau de toilette. So longevity and sillage is not so great like the original one. It has more of, I would say, a moderate longevity. And if you overspray, it would have also a moderate sillage, which is actually very good for an eau de toilette overall. The only way that I would recommend this fragrance is if you liked the DNA, but you didn't like the original one because maybe it was a little bit too deep and warm for you and you wanted a little bit something more light and musky, then yeah, okay, the eau de toilette could be your best choice. This year they came out with the Eau de Toilette Eau Fraiche. It's again a fresher version, yes, of the original one. So you may ask, is it similar to the Eau de Toilette? In a way, yes, but in a different way. So here, instead of the pear and the cassis in the original one, here you have pink pepper and orange, which you really get in the opening. You get this beautiful citruses, you get this tingling, spicy, almost sparkling effects that pink pepper gives. Again, the rose is the main character here. It's a sweet rose and has a musky and woody base. So in the opening, if you compare it to the Eau de Toilette, it's more fresher, it's sparkling in a way, and it's not so sweet. However, in the mid-dry down, you will start to get the iris. The iris here, I would compare it to the original one. It's not very toned down. You can really get it, especially in the mid-dry down. You also get the sweet rose, and the musk and the woody base is just in the background. So in the dry down, this is very similar to the original one, not to the Eau de Toilette. What really distinguishes the Eau de Toilette is the muskiness. Here, it's just a toned down version of the Eau de Parfum. And when it comes to longevity and sillage, on my skin, it performs like really slightly better than the Eau de Toilette. So overall, I like this fragrance because I like the DNA. But I find this, again, an unnecessary release. It's too similar to the original one. It's literally a toned down version of the original one, if you ignore the opening. And I would say if they wanted really to make only two versions, like a fresh version and to the original one, then they did a better job with the Eau de Toilette. If the, like this pink pepper sparkling citrusy opening was there in the dry down, I would have recommended this fragrance, but it doesn't last very long. They are all beautiful spring, fun, happy fragrances, but if I have to recommend one of the three, I would say go with the Eau de Parfum. It is a little bit sweeter, deeper, warmer compared to the two Eau de Toilettes, but it does perform better, and there is not so many differences between them. So although I like this fragrance, I would say if you have the original one, or if you are debating which one to get, I would say go with the original one. Unless it was too sweet or too warm and deep for you, then I would definitely recommend for you the Eau de Toilette because of the amped up musk in the Eau de Toilette. Another issue that I have actually with this line is like, look at these bottles. They are identical. It's only like the juice is slightly darker. This is the Eau de Parfum, this is the Eau Fraiche. So you can be easily confused by these bottles. So this is just a small thing that I noticed. But overall, all three fragrances are beautiful. They are fun, uplifting, girly. But if I had to recommend one, I would say go with the Eau de Parfum. So that was it. That was my review on the new Irresistible Eau Fraiche as well as the Irresistible line. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao!